We're making the state dessert for all 50 states in America. Today is episode number 5, and it is taking us to South Dakota. Now, according to my research, the state dessert for South Dakota is Kuchen. I mean, I'm a little bit Kuchen myself. Now, I have my research right here. Kuchen is a traditional German pastry that roughly translates to cake. Typically, Kuchen is made with a sweet dough and contains a fruit or custard filling, or both. And it was brought to South Dakota by German immigrants in the 1880s. Well, isn't that really interesting? The full written recipe for this is in the description. It is linked, so go check that out if you'd like to make this. Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can join me for all 50 episodes of this series where I'm making all the state desserts in America.
We're gonna start out with the custard, which is simply heavy cream, granulated sugar, make sure you pour it in a stream like that, and some eggs that you whisk over a medium heat until it thickens. We're gonna cover that with plastic, make sure the plastic touches the surface so it doesn't form a skin, and we're gonna let that cool in the fridge. Now we're gonna move on to this fruit filling. I'm choosing apple, but you can make this with whatever fruit you like. We've got unsalted butter, some spices, salt and brown sugar, and some apples that I've diced that we're cooking for about 10 minutes on the stove, and then adding in some cornstarch to cook for another couple minutes until it is nice and thickened. This is just gonna help keep things a little bit neater as we bake the pastry. For the pastry, we've got an egg, some sugar, we've got some salt, vegetable oil, and warm milk that we're whisking together, and then adding in our active dry yeast. We're then gonna add in some all-purpose flour, and you just have to stir this. You don't need a dough hook or anything for this. Stir it till the dough comes together, and then we're gonna put it in a bowl and give it about an hour to an hour and a half in a warm place covered loosely with plastic until it doubles in volume. Now that will depend on the environment. If it's a little bit cooler, it will take longer to rise. I put mine in the microwave and it works just fine. Now for this dough, you cut it into 4 parts, roll out each one, and this does make 4 individual Kuchens. So I'm just gonna do one for you guys. A buttered 9-inch pie dish is where this rolled out dough is gonna go. Then we're gonna go in with our cooled fruit filling, that apple cinnamon deliciousness, and then we have that gorgeous custard that we let sit in the fridge. This is gonna help it set a little bit further as it bakes at 350 for 20 minutes. Now you wanna make sure it cools all the way, keep it in the fridge for a little bit so it can just fully set up. That way when you cut it, it's nice and neat.
Now, while this dessert has a few different components, you got the pastry, you got the fruit filling, you got the custard, and I know I said Kuchen in the beginning, it's Kuchen, if you want to be correct with your pronunciation, Kuchen. But I'm always excited to try these kinds of desserts. I've been to Europe a lot, and this is a very European style dessert. Obviously, it did come from Germany, so I know it's gonna be good. Honestly, it's delightful. You got that nice pastry on the bottom, that nice silky rich custard. You get the sweetness from the fruit filling. Wow. Okay, I gotta say, out of the first 5 states we've done, this is my favorite one so far. I'm gonna need another slice of that. Once again, the recipe is linked in the description because it is not mine, so it will take you to the website where I did get it. Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can join me for the rest of this 50 episode series where I make all the state desserts in America. I'll see you guys on the next stop.